Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This Wednesday chat is a bit of a get ready with me. I want to see if I can get ready. Can someone explain to me why that song is so addictive? Backstory. I bought the wrong fiber, so I wanted this new trend where there's like the curly bits at the end, and then I bought the wrong fiber because I didn't do my research in time. So that's on me. And then when I was doing my hair, the hairstylist was like, it won't work with this type of fiber. So here we are. But translation, I do not like to be beaten by something that doesn't talk. So I am trying to curl it here at home, and then we'll see how it turns out. There's gonna be like a nice chit chat, hangout time with a friend or a bestie. I try not to call y'all besties because I'm territorial. I'm a Taurus, so I'd hate it if my best friends were using the word bestie just loosely, you know. I'll forgive if you're Jola, but if I'm Jolie and you're actually calling other people bestie, we gonna have a problem. I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild primer. It's important to prime your skin first. But anyways, guys, welcome back to another Wednesday chat. If you are new here, my name is Dim, Note for Verbal. Get in the back. We're going for a nice self-improvement, self-development vibes and vlogs type of ride. That is not my intro. I don't know why I did it like that. I guess I'm anxious because this is my first time trying this style of Wednesday chat. So, good morning. My hair's still dripping, and that is low-key frustrating me. Hence why I have this shirt. So I asked y'all if y'all want to talk about relationships, and if there's one thing people never get tired of talking about, it's relationships. We're either getting in of them, out of them, in situations about them. It's just relationships form a crazy part of our lives, especially in adulthood. And I have had my fair share of very successful relationships, some wild experiences, and I cannot say I am a dating expert. This is not that type of video. This water is really frustrating me, and please can it not distract y'all. Maybe I should just ignore it. This is not a dating advice type video, but more of just us having a chat in the break room at work. We just talking as bras. I'm going in with my Wet n Wild foundation in the color Espresso if we are the same skin tone. I should probably tie my hair back. It's probably wise to do that. Such a rookie move. So we've got all these standards in society, and I don't want to say thanks to social media, but thanks to being exposed to each other's voices more than ever. Back in the day, maybe in the 1700s, you could jola in peace, have your relationship in peace, based on your expectations, your standards, and all of that. But humans have evolved. We are more connected than ever, and one thing we love to do is share our experiences, whether good or bad. We are people that enjoy sharing. That's what we do. So from those experiences being shared, whether good or bad, it is informing most of our perceptions on relationships as well. And I believe in each to its own. Like, people should do what generally makes them happy. So if you're monogamous and it makes you happy, which is a chat for another day, do monogamy. But if you feel like you're a polygamous person, which is another chat for another day, do that. But the problem is when we all want our opinion on love to be the standard. And I saw this viral conversation. It was trending on Twitter for days. It started out on TikTok. Zinzi Moloko, I've really forgotten her name. I will put it on the screen, like a screenshot of the video if I can find it. My dog, guys. Baby! Ocean! Disrespect. So she was talking about how she met her husband right now, and it sort of involved talking about her dating experiences from her relationships to the dating stage of things. And a lot of people don't know this, but dating and relationships are two different things. Like, a relationship and to be dating, two separate concepts. And people tend to think that they are interchangeable, but they're not. A relationship is very intentional. It has a game plan, it's commitment, and it's just focusing all your energy on that one person. Relationships equal exclusivity. if you are going the monogamous route. And then you've got dating, where I just want to go in with some concealer. Dating where you are getting to know other people. So this girl was talking about being in that phase where she was getting to know other people. But I don't think people were ready to have that chat about dating and understanding the difference. And more than that, having the conversation sparked by a woman. And we can be out here and act like there are no double standards when it comes to gender. If you wanna live in a rainbow type society and believe in unicorns, which I do, and I've been trying to find unicorns, but that's besides the point. If you want to be delusional, you can choose to believe that there are no double standards. But men can do certain things that women, when we do them, not that we can't, but when we do them, we get like a side eye. So this woman got a lot of side eyes from, I don't want to say from one gender, but the ones who were supporting the chat were definitely the women. But the men and everyone else who disagreed and started calling her names and started saying it was her hoeing phase and stuff like that, I think people aren't yet ready for that conversation about dating and how when you get into a relationship, it's very intentional. And I think it comes back to boundaries in love and understanding what we want out of love. So with me, I would define that dating era as shopping around. Basically, you're getting to know people. You are not really fixating on one particular outcome. You're just, shopping around, trying to find a partner who suits your needs. And maybe you have a long list of what you want in a partner, what they should be able to provide for you. And while you're dating, it opens you up to experiences of different people, so you can sort of weigh your options. So this girl was just talking about weighing her options. This beauty blender, and people just did not understand Kanjani. And I think we just need to understand the concept of relationships and the purpose of them, and how maybe we can avoid committing too early, missing red flags, and just being able to know what we're getting ourselves into before you get into it. So I totally have no beef, no qualms with a dating era, guys. I absolutely would encourage women to actually do that. And I remember one chat that was happening about it, why people were shunning it a lot, was because they were like, oh, you're sleeping with all of these people. Damn, that escalated way too quick, because how did it get to that? And which is another thing, guys, like maybe, just maybe, if we removed sex from the getting to know people phase, life would be easier. Because one thing about sex, and we're being honest now, it will cloud your judgment. It will really cloud your judgment. So people were hitting back and they were like, just because you're dating doesn't mean you're sleeping with everyone. Let's just be for real. Outside of clouding your judgment, there's STIs. Let's just be for real right now. Let's just be serious. So just to see women being very liberated about their dating, it's so beautiful to see. And again, each to its own. If you don't believe in dating around, that is perfectly fine, which is why I'm having this chat. We always want to impose our beliefs on certain things on everyone else. I believe yellow is the ultimate color on black women. Someone believes it's pink and now we want to fight, which is what's happening on social media, more specifically on Twitter. And it is so frustrating because pro something doesn't have to be anti something else. I'm not fighting you. It's just what I want for my life, But with that said, it is also super important for us to have boundaries while we, in our dating era or whatever era you're in, you're getting to know one specific person. Maybe you're not vibing with dating multiple people, but you still believe in getting to know someone before you actually take the relationship further, which is also perfectly fine, because it doesn't mean you're rushing into anything. But I feel like this is the stage of the relationship, or what could possibly be a relationship, that we often neglect, and where we often tend to neglect ourselves and our boundaries and what we believe in and what we want for ourselves. So I'm going to do that thing of setting real quick. Ooh, I can never get used to this. Okay, we're just going to let my face do what my face needs to do. This is the part where we tend to neglect our own needs, and it's sort of not even sort of, it's really that era of this getting to know a person where it's all roses and we want the good experiences and we're putting on our best self. And not necessarily saying we are pretending to be something we're not, but we don't stand our ground. We often don't stand our ground well on our boundaries. And if you have strong boundaries, power to you. But from my own experiences, I noticed how in the early stages of getting to be with someone, I always felt like I couldn't be open or honest about what I feel, what I want, and stuff like that. And as I've gotten older and gotten into different relationships, I've realized now that in the ones where I communicated what I wanted, what I needed, who I was, and yes, was my best self, but also was my most honest self about my own boundaries, those were actually really good relationships. And although they did end, I took some goodness out of them. So while you are still in that phase of getting to know people, I think we need to normalize just being very vocal about our boundaries. Because I was watching a video, I think it was Thick Leonce, and she was talking about how you teach people how to treat you. And this isn't to say, do this for me, buy me flowers, do this, do all these other things. The energy you go out into the world and into your relationships, and this could also apply in all facets of relationships. Wherever you need to like do life with people, when you are able to assert your boundaries and show a person who you are, what you stand for, what you believe in, sounds like, and how you value yourself. Because trust me, I'm learning that the choices we make in relationships are often a reflection of how we see ourselves and how we value ourselves. So if you are, and I hope none of my girlies or gents are accepting the bare minimum. If you are accepting the bare minimum, that means you view yourself that way. I've got some blush from LA Lab that I actually want to put on right now. It's my first time trying it. It's actually a 2-in-1 blush and bronzer. So what are we going to use for this? Because I don't know where all my brushes are. It's such a simple makeup look. So I'm gonna go in with some blush. And I'm so worried about this color. I think I put too much. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a bit much. This is more than I wanted. Oh my gosh. Let's just blend that in there, guys. I think I effed around and found out. But I'm really trying to blend it like my life depends on it. I'm learning through these different relationship experiences that just show up as your best self, but also teach people how you see yourself. And your relationships truly are a reflection of your relationship with yourself, which is why I think it's super important to always do the inner work first. Also, again, disclaimer, this is not relationship advice, besties. Have these amazing experiences with all these amazing people. If the relationship ends, sure, that is cool. Nothing in life is guaranteed, and unfortunately we cannot see the future, because if we did, I think we'd make better life choices. But given the scenario that we find ourselves in, that we cannot actually, I'm trying to dab all of that out, honestly, because we cannot see into the future. Let's just be very intentional with the choices that we make, with the experiences that we allow into our lives. And doing the inner work helps you to be very self-aware. It helps you know yourself. It helps you figure out your triggers. It helps you also find out in certain situations that probably mimic a situation you were in before, if you've healed or you just weren't working through it. And it's so important to do the inner work, because you show up as a better person in society in general, not just your relationships. I'm gonna add a bit more concealer because I'm not liking what's going on there. So just get to know yourself, work through the stuff about you that's not perfect, because another thing we love to do when relationships fall apart or they end we don't like to admit the part we also might have played in that. So if there's something you need to work on within yourself, that if you got right, you could be a better partner to the next person or in the next relationship, I think do that. That is like the best gift you could ever give yourself before allowing yourself to be in love and experience love. But all in all, guys, umjolo, I think each to its own. People should do what makes them happy. If you are team multi-dating, power to you. But I really would advise getting to know people before you commit to that particular relationship, so that you know what is what, when what is what. If not you, then when. But yeah. So this look is very simple, guys. I'm gonna try right now. We look cute. Look at that. Look at that. It's so dope. I want to go for like a summery type look. I didn't put any bronzer. I'm not really a bronzer type girl. I'm not mad at that. I'm definitely not mad at that. And if you're judging, the beauty blender is not beauty blendering. Mind your business. Drink your water. Zola shop. That looks fire. Guys, kids should go to school. They should not be here. Kids should go learn and be part of the education system so I can film content nicely. I believe in the future of our 2000s, and someone therefore needs to cut the holidays short so they can go back to school and learn for the sake of tomorrow. I really believe in the 2000s. Because why are they making so much noise right now and not learning? Photosynthesis, nyana. Oh, I love this look so much. This is gonna be fire. I'm gonna mix it up with this yellow. And it's not happening. Oh my gosh. Isn't this embarrassing?
2 hours later.
Okay, guys, so I started doing my eyes off camera because y'all were distracting me a lot. I'm about to go in with my setting spray and set the look. It's very summery. Y'all, dim from the future. So I realized I was running out of light for the Instagram photos that I was actually getting this look ready for. So I had to dash out quickly and do that. But I just wanted to close off this get ready with me and say thank you so much for watching. This is the final look. I'm wearing these hoop earrings that I actually... Is it refurbished? They're the ones with the nice pearl dangly things, but I decided to remove the pearl dangly things. So it's now doing this cute aesthetic, rings as usual. And basically this is our complete look. Thank you so much for chit-chatting with me about umjolo, boundaries, the dating era, and everything in between. Life is good.